No one is going to give me an appointment. I'm going to be the one that has to earn it.
We want to be military officers. We're here to serve our country, and that is what our drive, that is where our heart lies.
I plan to be a search and rescue pilot for the Coast Guard.
In 10 years, I see myself as a lieutenant in the United States Navy.
It's about learning who I am and what integrity really means.
Greystone is a one-year college-level opportunity for those students who are not willing to give up on their dream. Through this experience, students not only engage in college-level academics, athletics, character and leadership development, it is so much more. It is a program that is challenging them beyond their comfort zone, and that challenge begins in August.
First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to Greystone. I'm going to tell you right now that I expect nothing less than perfection, excellence in everything that you do. Do the job once, do it right the first time. It's an easy day. We'll be moved in by 4.
We come in together in August. We don't know anybody from around the country, guys from New York, guys from Texas, guys from Minnesota, and never had that kind of dynamic before, but we have to come together and accomplish a goal.
You know, I got here and I met all the guys, and it was amazing. Within 5 minutes, literally every one of us clicked.
Being from New York, I didn't know anyone here.
I didn't realize at the time that we were building a team by actually doing all these things like cleaning and painting. But just that first day, it was incredible to me how easily we got along.
This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity. You will get out of Greystone only what you're willing to put into Greystone.
You're walking into a situation that you don't know much about. It's going to require you coming here and experiencing it.
We never give up.
You have to come here and actually undertake the program. And when you do, you're going to realize that this is exactly where you need to be.
We are here to pursue excellence. The status quo, good enough, that's not good enough anymore. I need to get you where you've never, ever been before. Academically, athletically, and as a leader. Each and every one of you guys is, to me, a significant challenge. But I can't do this alone. In this session, they also get to meet the Greystone staff.
The meticulous grooming of the young men and women that come here is what sets apart this program from others.
One of the great things about Greystone is that we're located on the campus of a 4-year university, the only prep school in the nation that is so located.
They see something out there that they haven't got a clear picture of. It's my job to help clarify that picture a bit for them. And if there's a problem, to help them through that.
The most important thing I would like to tell a parent about their student coming to Greystone is the opportunity the student has to learn about themselves, not only academically, but in their leadership and athletic abilities.
When it comes to communication, I will answer the phone. You will not get a computer, you will not get an automated voicemail system. I will answer the phone.
The staff at Greystone is dedicated to the total success of each student. We don't push anyone, but we do help bring out that motivation that helps each student excel. And it's motivation that comes in handy.
Down 37, down 38, down 39, down 40.
You're up at 5:30 every morning to train for that candidate fitness assessment that you need. It's 10% of your application process. You need that to be as high as you can to succeed.
How far are we going to push and excel ourselves so that we can be the best of the best? Because it's a cliche saying, but we need to be the best of the best because the people who follow us deserve nothing less than that.
Down 50, down.
Before I came here, I was not very good at running. Your arms are sore, your legs are sore, you're panting, you're sweaty, and you're thinking, I still have an hour and a half before everyone else on campus wakes up for class.
I have seen major changes in the CFA. My mile time has decreased. I've maxed pull-ups, push-ups, and sit-ups, all because every day when the competition is sleeping, I'm up pushing myself.
The day starts early for the students at Greystone, and throughout the day it is a non-stop series of classes, labs, meetings with their professors and their classmates. One such meeting is the planning board, where students schedule upcoming events for the team. an important step in something we call time management.
As a team, we discuss what our goals are, what we are here for, what we plan to get out of Greystone, and what we need to do.
It is expected of those serving in our military to be people with high moral standards and character. As my classmates and I continue on to the military academies and with our careers as leaders, we will be held to the highest standards. It only makes sense that as aspiring cadets and midshipmen, and as future leaders within the military, we developed those standards now.
Our honor code and our standards of conduct we created as a class to emulate the service academies because those places, by their very foundation, are places of honor.
This is simply a basis for us to develop our own moral compass, to decide what is right, what is wrong for us. Because when we are at the academy, when we are in war, we're going to be faced with decisions that we're not going to have anyone to turn to. We're going to have to depend on ourselves and ourselves only, because we're going to be the leaders in the field.
We are going to make conscious choices every single day here at Greystone. And every single day here at Greystone, you become one day closer to an academy. With each conscious choice that you make it possible for you to continue being able to earn your appointment.
With that, we will now present our honor code and standards of conduct.
The Honor Code at Greystone is designed to help students to better understand that level of expectation that they can expect to see at the academy. At the academy, all midshipmen, all cadets live by an honor code. And if they're going to go to an academy, they need to understand what is expected of them now while they're at Greystone.
My word is absolutely my bond. Without my word, I have no honor. Without honor, I have nothing.
As demanding as the schedule may seem, there is time to enjoy the Texas hill country that surrounds Greystone.
One of the first things we do when we receive a new class at Greystone is to do some leadership development.
As you go through your military career, you're going to have these opportunities where you're going to go to what they call dining out. When you're eating, start from the outside, work in. Silverware on the top is for dessert. When
We do a camping trip getting away from campus on a 3-day weekend.
Well, the cameras could get smashed.
Where the students will rise up among themselves to take charge. From there, we develop that class leadership, and the cream of the crop of good students already will rise.
It was kind of a wide variety of different events that we did, but the whole main aspect of it was more of a team bonding.
I think before Greystone, I'd maybe been in a kayak in a pond, but being here, we've been in the Guadalupe, we took a trip to Austin together, we do a lot of exploring, camping, hiking.
Where our experiences in venturing crew enable our students to bond together as a team and to take on outside challenges. We also enable our students to enjoy and engage personal development through this program called Toastmasters.
Our speakers today are Alexandra Baker and Cameron Morrell.
It became very important for us to provide a vehicle that will help our students not only to develop that self-confidence to be able to stand up in front of large groups, but to develop that skill that enables them to communicate effectively to those that they will be leading someday.
I've developed a lot more self-respect for myself and self-esteem.
I can say personally Toastmasters benefited me more than just about any other extracurricular activity we did.
Freshman year I started drumming and I was like...
They count the ums and you get a little horn that jumps in your face every time. Toastmasters gave me the confidence to stand up in front of people that I'm not comfortable speaking in front of and be able to project myself as if I were comfortable.
Maddie, 1 Javon, 0.
Self-confidence is knowing that you walk into a room and you own the room.
These young men and women are aspiring to be leaders, and as leaders, they must learn how to communicate effectively.
Toastmasters has become a crucial part of the Greystone program. It helps develop speaking skills that will come in handy during the congressional interview.
Colonel, members of the board, Zach Salamsky. Hey, Zach. How are you? Come on in. We have what's called a murder board, for lack of a better word. It's a pre-congressional interview process.
I want to live an interesting life, and I think going to an academy is my first step in doing that and being successful. A murder board is a mock interview. You go in front of a group of people that you may have met once or never met before, and you sit down and they ask you questions similar to what you would get in any other congressional or senatorial interview.
Zach, if you would mind stepping out for a few minutes, we're going to talk about you. We'll call you back in just a few minutes.
Since I went through the murder board, I had experience answering questions and having a better understanding of how to portray myself in an interview.
Everything we do is to prepare that student for life as a leader. A solid foundation that will help them through the service academy of their choice. Our success record is unmatched, but there's something called service to the community.
I want you to say what your favorite animal is. If you could be an animal, what would it be, okay?
At Greystone, a large part of our schedule is dedicated to reaching out.
That's really cool.
We are doing something good. We are working towards a greater goal, and we are benefiting those around us.
Purple. All right. Okay, now we're going to switch questions. Here you go. I've never worked with really young children before, and I got to get very close with those kids.
I understand that in order to get where you want to be and the amount of success that you accomplish, it means nothing to hold it all to yourself. It's beneficial to give it back to the community where you're from and the community that you're learning in.
In addition to our work with the Salvation Army, Greystone students are also interacting with students that are a little bit older. Through our program that we designed called Jumpstart, Greystone students are able to mentor young people who are in our county juvenile probation program. They need what Greystone students can offer, which is advice, counsel, friendship, but more important, another role model.
In Jumpstart, you can see the potential in students, and they just don't have the confidence to see it in themselves yet. And you get to try and motivate them to be better.
Here we are on campus, we've developed an honor code, we have standards of conduct, we live by a higher standard. In Jumpstart, we are mentoring kids who have essentially fallen below the acceptable standards of behavior within society. And we have an opportunity to impress upon them that not only is there a standard which you are responsible to adhere to, but also that when you make that conscious choice to live by a higher standard, you reap the benefits of that.
And hopefully through this example, we're able to inspire them.
Because of Jumpstart, a bunch of the kids have decided to enlist into the military, and that to me is a success.
Greystone students are now woven into the fabric of the 5 federal service academies, and these young men and women, as a result of their Greystone experience, are now living their dream.
This past May, at the Naval Academy, there were 11 students who received their degrees and they graduated from the Naval Academy. 11 Greystone students.
About 4 years ago, our son received a letter from the United States Naval Academy that he did not receive an appointment for the fall of 2007. The rejection letter was just like getting the air knocked out of you. We felt that he had all the qualities to receive an appointment his senior year in high school, and he didn't. After a little bit of discussion, a lot of thought, and a lot of prayer, Tyler decided to go to Greystone.
One of the reasons that we chose Greystone over other programs was that they had such a great record for getting young men and women into the Naval Academy. In the spring of his year at Greystone, he received his nomination and appointment. It's a pretty good return on investment.
Tyler matured so much that year at Greystone. He was presented with the challenges that he really, really needed to prepare himself for life at a service academy.
For the investment made, the rewards are incredible.
One of the best things for Tyler were the relationships that he established while he was at Greystone. 8 students went to the Naval Academy the same year he did. It has been a life raft, so to speak, to have those other students there. He went in as a plebe, but he wasn't alone. He had 7 other men and women that he could lean on that very difficult plebe year. And talk about return on investment, that alone gave him an edge that plebe year to really go in knowing he had people in his corner. He was able to do the things that were required of him because he had his friends from Greystone. And he still has them. They're still very close.
Greystone was worth every penny.
It's been an incredible journey for him and for our family. My son's a man. He's a leader. He's a scholar. He's an athlete. He'll be a wonderful leader to anyone who serves under him, and I know that from the bottom of my heart, and it all started with Greystone. It's worth every penny.
98% of our students finish the Greystone program once they start. Of those students who graduate from the Greystone program, 99% of them pick up scholarships leading to a military officer commission. And of those students, 88% are academy appointments. There is no other program out there in this country that can talk to that success level. But the thing that's important for Greystone is not getting them into the academy, it's getting them through the academy. And right now, 92% of every Greystone student who begins the academy graduates from the academy. There is no other program, even the academies cannot top that type of success rate. That's what we do at Greystone. It's not getting them in, it's getting them through. And we are here to help them.
Proud moms and dads, what a big day, what a big day. Any parent in America would love to have sons or daughters like you have right here. And
at the end of the year, Greystone students experience the Achievement Recognition Ceremony. This ceremony marks the end of their Greystone experience and the beginning of the next step in their lives.
Whatever you achieve, whatever you accomplish, it is going to depend upon the quality and the strength and the depth of your character. Character is your destiny. Good luck.
It is a time of looking back at a long year packed with programs, procedures, and preparation for success. Our statistics speak for themselves, but beyond the numbers is the growing legacy of a place in the Texas Hill Country called Greystone.
Molly Dundon, Chantilly, Virginia.
I finished this year with an appointment to the Military Academy at West Point, an appointment to the Naval Academy, and a full-ride 4-year Naval ROTC scholarship to Rice University. Last year, I had not expected any of those.
Joel Davis, Minnetonka, Minnesota.
Greystone exceeded my expectations. I came here not knowing much, but I met 27 other students who had been rejected to an academy, and within a couple days, we were brothers and sisters.
Josiah Smith, West Chesterfield, Massachusetts.
Greystone is a program which offers you hope, and for a large majority of us, we leave with achievement. We leave having earned our appointments.
Kiana Denai, Las Vegas, Nevada.
I can't even express what my academy appointment means to me. There's not even words to put that into description.
My best day is, of course, when that blue leather binder comes in and they've got that appointment to the Naval Academy. It's a day that everybody at Greystone celebrates.